On to race number 2, the start of the place accumulator, and all this will begin at 13:15 at a 1:15. It's a maiden plate over 1,200 meters, so look sharp if you want to get the exotics on and play the place accumulator. One rerun for you here, and it will be horse number 13, Senor Garcia.
Courage tries to come forward. Paque Mali all the time hits the front at the 300, lugging towards the outside, has to run straight. Senor Garcia, Illuminati, 150 to go. All the time has a length and a half to spare. Senor Garcia's running on to the inside. All the time you can focus on him for the win. Senor Garcia second. Then came Illuminati. In behind that, Mr. Maloney's involved in photos.
Well, that was a much improved run, that replay of Senor Garcia. It could have been the gelding rail, gelded on the 19th of October. First run back at a big price, 25-1. Showed huge improvement.
Yes, I definitely think that the gelding made the big difference. His form prior to that at Gravel wasn't encouraging at all, and he showed a really nice turn of foot to run on strongly. He was the fastest to finish at a time of 24.6. And I think that he can go close in this lineup. He is worse drawn, but he's a horse that likes to run on, and I think he will be doing his best work at the finish with Simango Khumalo in the saddle. And I think he offers some nice value at around possibly 7-1 in the market.
Yeah, you mentioned the draw now, with the race meeting change, General Hancock, it's not down the straight now, obviously, it's around the turn. I'm still going to stick with him as the right horse in the race. Now, the reason I say this, Ryle, I've watched this horse up in Gauteng, and he's a horse that's quick out the gates. He shows natural gate speed, early pace, and he's just found, horses better up in Gauteng. Abalon, Mike de Cox runner, he's won 2 from 2. Esquivel, Clinton Binder's first timer, third in that race was Gautier, who came through to reverse the form last time out. So whilst he's got the draw to overcome, when you look at the opposition that he takes on, and with all due respect to the balance of the runners, there's not much that you can recommend on form, and there's not much pace on his inside. So I can see Warren Kennedy giving this horse a confident ride, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him in front turning into the straight.
Yes, I agree with that, what you have just said. And the positive for him is that he has good gate speed, so he's likely going to overcome the draw and get into a good position. And no doubt, Warren Kennedy, he knows him well, so he's going to give him every chance. And definitely, General Hancock could well be the right horse in the race. But I'm just put off that it's at Gravel now.
Metallic Gold, if this horse gets in, there is a scratching, number 15, Global Vision. Metallic Gold hasn't been declared in, but that will be the first reserve to come in if God Puller decides to run. That horse, was unfancied first time out, and it was a good run. It was a pleasing introduction.
Yes, it was really a nice run, made up some good ground late on in the day. The question mark is just the draw. If this horse does get in, it's going to be drawn wide over 1,200, so would need to run on really strongly, but definitely a horse to keep a close eye on.
I just want to pull out the form line of number 12, Winter Air. I did pull it out from that last start behind Coinspin. I'll read it out. Coinspin has won, Pastanwali has won, Dragarati has won. Subsequent winners have been Super Silver has come out to win, and Black White Dynamite. So that form line's looking good from Winter Air. And if there is an improver in the race, and the way Garrett Van Zyle's stable is going, and of course his strike rate with Anton Marcus, this could be a huge improver in the race.
It could well be. Winter Air wasn't beaten too far on debut, and did make up some late ground in the day, and did have a really bad draw to contend with. It's slightly better drawn, but still has a wide draw, and as you mentioned, Winter Air could well be the improver in the race.
Selection time. I'm going all in with 16 General Hancock. Fingers crossed Warren Kennedy can make a plan from the draw. Your numbers, Ryan?
I'm going to play the 13 Senor Garcia. I'll include General Hancock, then the 14 McCartney, and Winter Air, the 12 horse. So we're hoping for all our runners from wide draws to come through.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's about overcoming the draws at Hollywood Bets Gravel for the more fancied runners in race number 2.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.